guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you guys back here. In today's video I'm going to show you how you can use an intraoral scanner and how can you scan with PRIMESCAN. Let's get right into this video. So first of all, PRIMESCAN is the best intraoral scanner at the moment. It is made by Sirona and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about it in this video. But before we get into it, I want to say thank you for those of you that already subscribed, and for those that didn't, please go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell button to get notification every time I post, and don't forget to like and comment this video. So now we have to introduce her data into the program, and after we can start scanning and we can do everything else. Okay, so now that we have her data in, we can click on add case. If you want to do an inlay or an onlay, or if you want to do a crown or whatever restoration you want to make, you can select the tooth that you want to make, and then you can select what you have, what you want to do there, what type of material you want to use, and so on. But because we're gonna just scan her teeth to actually prepare them for 3D models, where we can just select a random tooth, or we can even not select anything and we just hit next. And then we can start scanning. We have to scan the upper jaw, lower jaw, and the buccal means the occlusion. So when the patient bites, we have to record that so that the machine would know where the maxilla is in relation to the jaw. So now let's start scanning. So I had to put on a mask, guys, because you know the safety rules. But you guys, I hope you can still hear me. So today we're going to use the Optic gate as a spreader. It's a bit comfier for the patient than a normal one, which is from plastic, because it is from like a rubber material, and it's very easy to place as well as very easy for the patient to hold in, because it will hold the whole lip at the same time, not just the sides. So we're gonna place this. Yay! So we're gonna start with the upper jaw, and there's also a pedal down here which you can turn on and start scanning, and you can also turn it off anytime. And the trick with this is that we're going to start on the occlusal side, then we're going to go vestibular and then palatinal. After we do a quick scan, we check if we have to complete it, but we're trying not to scan too much, because if we scan too much, the machine will take a long time to process it and to load it in. The complicated part about this is only that you have to look at the screen at the same time and actually look just at the screen and not so much in the mouth of the patient. If you don't want to scan any unnecessary stuff, you can also stop it from time to time. But if you're a profi, you can also just go from one time. When he does that sound, that means that you're not in a good spot, and he always needs some pre-filmed part in order to continue the scan. So you have to go back on something that you already scanned, and then you have to continue. So until he finds the spot, it won't work. I want to scan a bit more here vestibular, because I still have to complete it there. In the back is a bit harder always, but first let's complete it in the more frontal sides, and then we're going to go back further back. Okay, and now we're going to check. We have to complete here as well. There's a hole here, the hole shouldn't be there. And after we can see that the upper is okay, because even if we don't have everything, the machine, after you do everything, they will complete it by themselves. That's why the bite is very important as well. So we're going to go back now on the quadrant 2. It's so complicated sometimes to, because I'm still at the beginning as well, to look at the same time here and also in the mouth. And so now we're done with the upper. For the moment, it's just fine like this, and if we need to make more, the program will tell us once we hit save, and everything you'll be like, something's wrong, so on. Okay, now we're gonna hit on the lower jaw. This part is a bit more complicated because of the tongue, but we're gonna never fight with the tongue, because the tongue is stronger than you, but just try to smoothly like take it away if it bothers you. So we're gonna still start with occlusal sides, and in case you record the tongue, the program will cut it out by itself, because it's that smart. Yes, there are a few things that like the program does, cutting this tongue or like other things that he knows that you don't need. And another thing about it is that you can cut as well. So if you scan the part somewhere in the mouth and you don't like it, you can cut it out and re-scan. And now we're gonna come on the lingual sides. So now we're gonna cut something out. So we click here, we click on cut, very easy. We have to double click, we go with this. We click here, double click. United with the thing that we started, and we just hit apply. And then you're gonna see that this thing is getting deleted. You guys see here. Okay, so we cut all of that out, and now we have to rescan, of course. So now we're going to rescan the part that we cut. And now that we're done with the lower jaw, we're going to go to the click on buccal meaning occlusion. So we're going to tell the patient to bite on her molars. If the patient, of course, doesn't know what that means, you tell him to swallow, and where he stays after he swallows, he stays in that position. So you swallow, and where the mandible goes, you fix it there. And it's very easy, he just needs to take a little bit of these things. So once you already put the models together, that means that he already knows where everything is. And we are done. And besides this, the system is made for everybody, and it helps you. It even shows you here there's a green tick that shows that means good. And of course it will be like a triangle with like a exclamation point that will mean something's wrong and you have to redo it. So we're done with that. I'm gonna take this off. So this was the bite, and he already put the models together, so it's good. And you can see this tick here, that means it's okay. The upper jaw, we can see it again. There's a few more things placed where we could complete, but it's okay for now. And the lower jaw as well, it's okay, he will cut all of these things away. Now let's go save it, because that's a very important thing, so we don't lose this thing, and we hit next. And now it has to process. This is why I told you that it's better to scan less. With all the moments that you stay on the tooth, the scanner takes even more from the tooth picture, and that will take longer now in this processing. I did cut here the video, but that doesn't mean it took half an hour, it's just been 1 second, I just wanted to adjust the camera. Next video we're gonna also do her printed 3D models, so stay tuned for that. And of course guys, don't forget to like this video if you like, and comment down below if there's anything that you want to see. Perfect. It even shows me these are the teeth that I selected because I wanted to do a crown, but I'm not going to do that. So if you would want, you can start now trimming, arranging your crown, or like inlay, onlay, whatever you're doing, because this system is not just to scan. This CEREC system you can also do ceramic restorations and not just. There's a milling machine that is connected to, and you can prepare the tooth here, and then you send it to the milling machine, and you will mill it in the lab in like 10 minutes or around that time. And you have your own tooth and so on. But for now, we're just gonna hit this next button because we want to skip this stage. Comment down below if you like dogs. Okay guys, now we're waiting for it to save. After this, we are done. I'm gonna show you how we do the next step from here to do her 3D models, which we are gonna print in a 3D printer here in the clinic, but we're gonna do that in the later video. And don't forget to subscribe if you like this video, as well as like it, and comment down below if you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!